Roundtable.
We're still into the 50s, Omaha, Kansas City, mid-50s, Chicago, and St. Louis, upper 40s toward the Dakotas. And then on Sunday, we're slowly starting to warm back up as we see the 60s returning, not only to Omaha.
Welcome back once again here on the Roundtable program for this Sunday afternoon. So glad to have my guests with me. As many of you probably know out there, I grew up in the Northwest Ohio area, and Sylvania was my home for many years, still is a home to me in my heart. And over the last 10 years, I've been involved with the Sylvania Area Family Services, and each and every fall, of course, the change in temperature, the dropping of the leaves, but I always know every fall means the Ray of Hope Awards. And you see some video from one of the events last year, in fact, out there at Central Park West. Great venue for this event. I think I still look the same. But anyway, glad to have Jason Robertson with me. He is the Executive Director of Sylvania Area Family Services. And Jason, once again, putting on this event, 10 years. You and I have been working together on this event, and I have a very, very small role in it, but the work and the benefit goes to you guys and what you're able to do. Tell people at home, and we'll get to Laura Jakes, who's sitting next to you in just a minute, one of your awardees this year, but tell the people at home what the Ray of Hope Awards is all about.
Well, it began as a way for us to honor those individuals, businesses, organizations in Sylvania that made a significant impact on the quality of life, and we have that every year in spades.
And all different walks of life. I mean, you guys are hitting every kind of category, but over the years, I think it's been amazing to see how many stories come out of this event. And you guys are able to find those and able to honor those people for what they've done.
Right. We have a great committee that works on it year round, always seeking out those folks that can help out the community a little bit.
And for people who may not be watching in Sylvania, aren't familiar with Sylvania Area Family Services, the mission is exactly what?
Well, our tagline is strengthening Sylvania one family at a time, and we work with low-income, at-risk youth and families on a daily basis, and just trying to increase the quality of life.
Yeah, over the years here at 13 ABC, we've been able to be out there when you guys are putting together your Thanksgiving baskets, putting together some of your Christmas packages for those families, and just seeing the look on the faces of those families is rewarding, I'm sure, for you and, of course, our audience. You've brought with you some of the awardees this year, and we wanted to take time to feature those stories for those of you who can't be out at Central Park West this coming Wednesday. Laura Jakes, she is president of Sylvania Community Arts Commission. We welcome her to the Roundtable. Also next to me, William Takis from Gallon Takis, Boysen Alden Schaefer. He's a managing partner there. And next to him, Bruce Alcott, community volunteer in Sylvania. So, all right, Jason, we've set the table. Now, tell me about these stories. What set these folks apart this year?
Well, Gallon Takis, you know, they have foot soldiers. You know, they do it all for the greater Toledo area and certainly Sylvania. They've definitely helped out our organization many years running, and just the Sylvania community in general.
Bill, I tell you what, 13 ABC was happy to be a part of the food drive over the last few months, but you guys being awarded, seeing that the community, seeing that a Ray of Hope Award is coming your way. There are numerous accolades out there, but one coming directly from the hearts of the Sylvania people. It's got to be good for you.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we've been residing as a business in Sylvania for well over 40 years. It's been an honor and a privilege for our law firm to partner with Sylvania Area Family Services over the years through the food drives, through the gifts at the holidays, through food donations through the office. So many good things that Sylvania Area Family Services does, and we've been happy to partner with. We do it certainly not for the accolade. We do it because it's the right thing to do for the people in our community. But we certainly appreciate the recognition and the award that's being bestowed upon us.
And we know as a media partner and all of the community trying to get those great stories from Northwest Ohio and Southeastern Michigan, there are good communities. There are great people doing great things, but this is one of those awards. And tell me about Laura's award for the Sylvania Arts Commission.
Well, they just add a tremendous value to the community through the arts, through the giving back and allowing children to take part in the arts and get involved with the schools, and
Laura, you guys are going to be there on Wednesday. Talk
Yes,
a little
we
bit
will.
talk a little bit about getting this award, and I guess what the goal is, so that people know the mission of Sylvania area, the Sylvania Community Arts Commission, and why you think you're getting this award.
Well, it was a big surprise to us, and it really means a lot because we have a group of people that do this all volunteer, and we try to bring art to the community, and a large part of it is to the schools. We try to make sure that kids get they're exposed to the art museum and opera. We try to showcase their art and let them put it on exhibit and let them know that it's important and that they are a part of the community.
It probably goes without saying, and I think people are probably thinking it at home as well. Has it been tough over the last few years to try to keep your programs going?
Yes.
I mean, I know in
Funding
stories
is getting
we've done
cut
with,
everywhere.
Right.
And we have tried to use some of our funding to actually help the schools keep arts in the schools.
Yeah.
And
we see schools, and I'm sorry to interrupt. We've seen schools over the last couple of weeks who have they've got levy requests coming up, and it's unfortunate, but arts again and again are on the chopping block.
right, right. And that's where we try to fill that gap. And in fact, this last year we actually put on an art festival in downtown Sylvania that tried to. It was our way to try to help artists and the community itself by bringing the people in downtown, but also funding for our group.
Yeah.
And we worked with the Chamber of Commerce and Pat Nowak to make that happen. We had a gala event, which brought a lot of people in for the weekend, and it was a huge success.
Jason,
So things like that
yeah.
are how we're trying to help keep the funding going.
Jason, talk to me about Bruce Alcott.
One man can make a difference. That's all I can say. Bruce has been involved in so many things. Sylvania Rotary with me. In fact, we were talking about traveling there after today's segment. But you know, he's just been involved in so many things over the years that he just definitely has a passion for giving back to the community. And his name has come up the last several years. And you know, there's just so many great people that it's hard to choose. But this year, he's a shoo-in.
Bruce, you got your speech ready?
I don't have much of a speech.
No?
Jeff. I've been in the community since 1937, born in Toledo and moved to Sylvania in 1937, and was in World War II in the Navy. And after that, married, started work at the Sylvania Bank in 1947, and ended my career there in 1981, and they had then sold out to Toledo Trust. But I was very active in our Rotary Club, still somewhat. But in recent years, I'm still around town, but I'm not out there working hard. We have we have a chicken barbecue that we put on for the Masons every year, and that's a big project that we have.
Yeah.
And it's all community oriented.
So you retire from your line of work for so many years, and you still remain a pillar of the Sylvania community, or at least try to, but all of a sudden, come 2012, you get a call on the phone, they tell you you're being honored with this Ray of Hope Award.
I didn't know what to say. I was very, Brenda Mossing at the bank, Huntington Bank, told me, and I didn't have much to say. I just said, thank you. It's nice to be appreciated, and I hope to continue doing just what I'm doing.
Yeah. What is it about your work, about some of the other awardees, their work making the community better? What do they do? Why is it so special? Why is it important?
Well, I think it's important because it covers a lot of facets of all of the people, and I think that's important and very good that we have these kind of people and volunteers and the things that they do, and the Art Commission. It's just Sylvania.
Yeah.
I like to think of it as still a little hometown.
Bill, you wanted to get in?
Yeah, I do. For me, it's that and more, because fundamentally, I believe, and our firm believes, that all of us are in this together. Some of us have been blessed with more good fortune than others. Others struggle. The more that we can do for others and help bring them up and provide for them, the better not only do we make their individual lives, but the stronger, more stable, and more healthy we make our communities. And I think that that's one of the fundamental values that makes giving back so important.
Jason, I keep hammering away at management here at 13 ABC to give me a bigger table. Today was case in point. We've got other awardees who couldn't be here at the round table just because we don't have the space. But talk a little bit. You've got awards going to folks who have gone above and beyond in education. You've got what are some of the other categories this
Sally
year?
Coppinger from St. Joe's Elementary in Sylvania. She's the principal there, and she's done some great things with that school, and certainly giving back to the community. We've
A
also
school that has grown by leaps and bounds over the last decade.
Yeah, they've got a new building. They've just continued to give back to the community in that way.
Yeah.
So she's a great honoree. The late Lindsay Whitehead, who was a former teacher, instructor, facilitator at Lord's University and at Owens Community College, criminal or the civil rights was, and can't say enough about what he's meant to the community.
Yeah.
And of course the late Mayor Jim Cini, Sylvania mayor for many years, continued to give back in any and every way. So we've also got the Ability Center of Greater Toledo, which is kind of touches me because my sister volunteered there years ago, and so in conversation with them the other day, I said, hey, I've got a personal connection to your agency, and they're growing in leaps and bounds too with the assistance dogs and giving back to the community, and so they certainly have a passion.
Jason, quickly, how if people want to go out Wednesday night to Central Park West, how do they get involved?
They can just stop on out, pay at the door. It all goes to a good cause. It's a fundraiser as well, but it's a great way to give back and to honor the community.
Okay, and to hear some great stories about people going above and beyond the call of duty. Thank you all, congratulations, and stay right there. We'll wrap things up for this Sunday right after this.